I went 3 weeks in Japan, and I expected, temples and good food and lots of walks. Well, I came back with stuff much more valuable than that. The first thing I came up with, the first thing I came back with is serenity, is peace. Peace is basically what I would say is bringing you clarity. For your creativity, it's very easy, it's the fact that, when you have an idea, you're not cluttered with thousands of other things to do. When you're, for example, on holiday in Japan, you're much more focused on what you want to do than you're focused on, oh shit, I still have to do that work, and then I have to go back to this, and they make that and this, then do this, and take care of that and this. You're just focused on one thing, and it happens to bring you that peacefulness that you might need when you want to be creative, because creativity is also about not only about the fact that you get ideas, it's also about the fact of how you make them reality, and you need to hyper-focus to at least hyper-focus to get these ideas across the board and make them reality. The second thing that I bring with me from Japan is energy. The thing is that Japan, depending on how you see and what you do, obviously, and the kind of how open you are with things, is that you are coming back with energy. You are more full of energy than you were when you came in the country, for multiple reasons. From my side, at least, for multiple reasons. The temples, I really enjoyed the energy of the temples. I really enjoyed, the air, how the ambience, the atmosphere basically of the country. I really enjoy that place. It's my second time going there, and second time I come back with more energy, and so that's basically, the thing. And when it comes to creativity, obviously having more energy will mean that you will have more things to do and more things to say and more things that you can achieve. The third thing that came in is boredom. And it's kind of, one reason, you need to be bored. Being bored will bring creativity. Now, does that mean that being bored is just like sitting like this and waiting for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours? No, you can still be busy, but doing things like waiting. You go, for example, you go to laundry. You can do your laundry, and you have to wait an hour, 2 hours, and you just have nothing else to do. You just wait there. So yeah, you can do with music. I did it with music. I put my earpods in, and then boom, I'm gone, and I'm listening to music, and I'm trying to feel stuff, and fill in stuff, for ideas and creativity, all this stuff. Then comes in another part of it, and that part is very important also of boredom, is that it makes your brain work. And again, to come back to the first lesson, to focus. You are able to focus on things, and your brain, if you're a little bit, I will say able to do it, it's something you can work on. You will be focused on one thing. I'm waiting. What can I do? Well, you're gonna find things. You're gonna do things. When you are in the forest, for example, when you go walk in the forest to an abandoned shrine or whatever, sometimes you will feel bored because, yeah, it's exciting, but it's just walking. And so your brain doesn't have anymore, our brain nowadays doesn't have that thing where you're like, okay, I just need to chill down a little bit. I just need to think about one thing and just pay attention to what's around me, and not trying to take care of this while paying attention to that, and being trying to, oh yeah, what's the new trend on this, and what should I film for that, and I have this animal to take care of. Everything. It's just focused on what's around me, what is the energy, what is the possibility and everything, When you go to an abandoned shrine in a bare territory, you just think about how you can make yourself aware, and you make other animals aware that you are here. And the last lesson that I learned in Japan, outside of, a bunch of other stuff that I don't have for you guys, is constraints. Japan is a country of rules, and rules builds up constraint, restrictions. And as I said in the first video, but the thing is, creativity, okay, also comes from restriction. What I mean by that is if you have rules you need to follow, whether these are governmental rules, whether it's your own rules, whether it's what you as a person have as values, you have to go around these rules. How can I make what I want while there's this rule that, you know, makes it more complicated or just impossible to do? And this is something you really have to think about when you're creating content. For example, you know, there's crowd and you don't want to have a lot of noise. Well, you go in a less crowded place, or you make a b-roll of that place and then you make a voiceover. The idea that you want to have, it's how can I make a restriction into an opportunity? Again, it's to giving you, perfect word, making you an opportunist, understand, and not in a negative way obviously, but to understand, to make you understand, okay, I have this restriction, I need to take the opportunity of it, whether it's, and it can learn you that for creativity, business, your marketing, your IT development maybe, you know, it brings your brain to a point where, you know, I need to take something that I cannot do and make it work. And this is, and trying to take every single opportunity to make it work. This is basically also, this is the fourth lesson that I take from this trip. Now from here on, what did I, you know, if I cram up everything, all these lessons into one thing, I would say that it is also very important to be you. Because all this thing, all these lessons, you know, peacefulness, getting full of energy, you know, boredom, and also, you know, the opportunistic part is all going to one point, is this being yourself, being more, being aware of who you are. And by who you are, I don't mean like, oh yeah, I'm that cool guy, cool dude, whatever, you know. It goes more on the who am I thing, you know. And we might make another video about this who am I thing, you know, to and putting to creativity and another thing, but this is where it should go, and this is where it goes basically, you know, and understanding yourself better to make yourself more creative. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you guys have learned more of this, you know. And the Japan video, you know, the travel is right there in the corner, and you know, I hope to see you on, go check it out, because you will also learn very things, you will get energy from it. I hope, you know, I hope you get as much energy as I have watching this video after getting there for 22 days obviously.